Hey, 2nd District, State Representative Andrew Barkis, here with another Barkis Breakdown, literally under the dome at the state capitol in Olympia. Hey, just wanted to give you a quick update of what's going on here in Olympia, state capitol. Couple weeks left of the 2023 session, and we are in the thick of it. Floor action has started again, so we can do the opposite house legislative policy. Cutoff is coming up next week, so we have a very limited time to run a lot of policy off the floor of the House. It means long days and late nights ahead. Within that policy, there's some big stuff still ahead. We have been focused on public safety, and it is our hope and our desire, and we are working diligently to see that we get some reforms around some of the major issues within public safety. We have the Blake bill coming. We still are adamantly trying to get the pursuit bill in some form through the process so that we can pass it and get law enforcement the tools that they need. You keep telling me, all you constituents, that public safety remains at the top of your list. Literally hundreds of emails, visits, people coming here and talking about crime, all the different things that are happening within our neighborhoods that we need to address here in this legislative session. It would be a huge failure if we do not get done with that policy to give our law enforcement the tools they need. Other things that are happening, housing, still a huge issue. A lot of the bills have been fading away, not as strong as they were or they once were when we started this process. I'm sorry to say that one of the bills I worked on very diligently was the lot splitting bill. It didn't make it through the Senate process to even give us a chance to vote it out. Super disappointing, especially after passing the House almost unanimously. And good news, the ADU bill, House Bill 1337, did pass off the Senate floor yesterday, and now it will be heading to the governor's desk for signature. That is a great policy that we've been working on over 4 years to get a policy that is strong, that gets at the supply issue in a way that ADUs will do quickly within the state of Washington. Super proud of the work that we've done on that. Other ones remain. Middle housing, we're just waiting for it to get through its final stages, and other housing policies. I'm still confident we will be able to look back at this session and call it a very successful session when it comes to housing policy that will actually affect the state of Washington's supply issue. Other things are being worked on. The homelessness issue, still a top priority for me. Pushing the issue to make sure that these right-of-ways in our cities are getting cleaned up with what's going on that we're seeing throughout our communities. Other things that are happening, well, the budgets. I'm also happy that the budget that I work on as a ranking member in transportation passed almost unanimously by one vote here a couple days ago, passed off the floor of the Senate a couple days ago. So now we start the process of what we call budget conference, literally started this morning, and we'll be working over the next couple weeks to bring those two budgets together into one policy that we can vote and provide for the next biennium for the state of Washington. Other budgets, capital and operating, same things happening. A lot of work still to be done within the context of the budget. The operating budget, unfortunately, our caucus, myself, I voted no again. It's hard to support a budget that continues to grow in its expense. Unbelievable to think that there were over 1,500 individual expense policies and things that were requiring additional resources. You know, I started here over 7 years ago, and that first budget I worked on was around $32 billion. This budget is $70 billion. Unbelievable. Amount of revenue, expenses continuing. One of the areas that we're concerned about, and I hope they do get right, we need to start preparing that rainy day account, making sure that we have the reserves in place, anticipating a tough economic time that we're in right now and that could be on the horizon continuing for the next several years. That's just prudent fiscal policy, one that our caucus embraces. My good friend, ranking member Representative Drew Stokesbury, is working very hard on that. Also want to give props to my good friend Representative Mike Steele, who's a ranking member on the capital budget, for putting together a great capital budget with his counterparts for a lot of different things that will affect the 2nd District and the state of Washington. Well, I hope you enjoyed another quick breakdown. I got to get back to work. It's about time to gavel in for the floor session today. It's going to be a long one, I can feel it. But we're doing the stuff that you have asked us to do here in the state of Washington and for the 2nd District, and I'm proud of that work. And we'll continue to do that. Please, continue your feedback. I cannot tell you how much contact I've had through constituents, emails, visits, meetings. It's unbelievable, and it has been very impactful, not only for myself, but also all of my colleagues. When we hear from you, it impacts what we do here in Olympia for you. So, thanks for watching another Barkis Breakdown. As I always say, it's an honor and privilege to serve the people of the 2nd District and the state of Washington. We'll catch you again real soon with another update. Take care.